you still under the illusion that we live in a liberal democracy? Prominent Conservative politicians, including Nigel Farage, Viktor Orban and Eric Zemmour, were featured speakers at a two-day National Conservatism conference to discuss the dangers of mass migration and the EU's attempt to further centralise and consolidate its power. And the local mayor ordered it to be shut down and sent in the police to storm the venue. Now, this isn't North Korea, it's Brussels, Belgium, right in the heart of Europe. The reason they gave for shutting it down? Because speakers at the event might have expressed racist and homophobic views. In other words, the mayor, Emir Kerr, literally mobilised the thought police to shut down dissent against the continent's open border madness.
So, alternative opinion allowed. This is the updated new form of communism. And you know what? If anything ever made me think that Brexit was the right thing to do, it's the events here in Brussels today. Now, it's pretty clear this will be closed down. They're using public order, but that actually is no excuse at all. There is no public order threat in here whatsoever.
The socialist mayor said the far right is not welcome, abusing his power to directly censor, in some cases, people who were democratically elected representatives. They used public safety concerns as the excuse, knowing that Antifa thugs were set to mobilise to protest later today. So instead of policing the thugs and protecting free speech, the authorities sided with the thugs and used state power to crush free speech.
And it's a real shame that the thought police, instructed by the mayor of Brussels, saw fit to try and undermine and denigrate what is free speech and free debate.
This all happened after the organisers had to change venues multiple times due to threats and political pressure, as well as threats to literally cut off the electricity supply to the venues. They directly violated their own EU Charter of Fundamental Rights, which is supposed to protect freedom of speech and freedom of assembly, because they didn't like the people who were assembled and the content of the speeches they were set to give. Orban compared it to when the communists set the police on him back in 1988. The police left after the organisers challenged the order via the courts, but they're still stood outside blocking anyone from being allowed to enter the venue, effectively shutting it down anyway. Now they have to find yet another venue.
That meeting, over the next 2 days, you've got the Prime Minister of Hungary, you've got a bishop, you've got members of the European royal families coming, well-known international businessmen and women, politicians, leaders of parties that will win European elections in countries this year, in June, and yet, because they're questioning ever closer union, because they're questioning globalism, they're literally being shut down. This is like the old Soviet Union. No alternative view allowed. I tell you what, I might have had my reservations about the way the Conservative government have carried out Brexit. If anything convinced me we did the right thing, it was what happened in that place this morning.
Again, you don't live in a liberal democracy. You live under soft totalitarianism, where people who merely try to meet up and verbally challenge the sacred cows of the totalitarian establishment are threatened, intimidated and silenced. Laughably, in the name of protecting democracy. If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation or subscribe to join my community, get early access videos and message me directly. And exclusive live streams coming soon too. Promise. Check out the Locals link down in the description. And don't forget to take a look at the brand new website modernity.news. That's where you'll find all my content, including exclusive articles. That's modernity.news.